Space Pirates and Zombies. Oh, what a game. Yeah, first thing I want to point out, version 1.001, it's been there since I bought this game when it first came out months ago. They had this whole, like, give us money and we'll improve the game and make it better. I feel like I got gypped because they have given no additional features. It has been the same crap since the beginning of the game. Anywho, let's get on with the review. Alright, first thing I'm just gonna, point out here, you probably already noticed yourself, these graphics aren't exactly, top-notch. Oh my god, this is incredible. I mean, it's an indie developer game, I'm not expecting the world, but, paper dolls on a background kinda... whoops. Anywho. Basically, game, you go through the story mode, unfortunately, story mode is like the only way you can upgrade your mothership, so you don't even get any of the cool toys till very late in the game, and that's the only time you can use them. Star map. Their big replay value is that this star map is randomly generated every time you start up a new game. Fantastic, but it's the same story every time. In each one of these circles is, for all intents and purposes, identical. The only difference between them is like their power level or technology level. So these guys are 16, which means they're like super strong, whereas 5 over here is a wuss. But here, well, let me show you something. Here's the system I'm in right now. It's got civilians and UTA. I'm enemies with the UTA right now, and friends with the civilians. Now, if we go over to the next door star map, yeah, watching that cutscene gets old after 2 seconds. Here we go. I'm friends with the civilians and enemies with the UTA. Sometimes it's reversed. Sometimes I'm friends with the UTA and enemies with the civilians. Honestly, there is no difference between who you choose. You'll either have a friend in this, you'll have one friend in the sector or an enemy in the sector. Sometimes you'll have 2 enemies, but it is very rare that you will have 2 friends, because every mission seems to involve blowing up somebody or another. The story, the hangars, like, first, these only get upgraded as you go through the story, so you can't, like, make yourself super powerful. There is a challenge and a difficulty to every level based on, like, the limitations the game has set on you. For example, I've got all of these cool holes. That's one of the things you, blow up ships and steal the information inside in order to, craft new holes. But even if I had any of these, I can't build them because there's not enough space in my hangar. Which is silly. I mean, I have to upgrade my ship through the story. There's no other way to do this other than going through the story. You'd think you'd be able to buy these upgrades from one of the millions of civilizations you've made friends with, but you'd be dead wrong. And I'm ashamed of you for even thinking you could do something logical on point. The research. When I first started playing the game, this got me excited, because you can upgrade whatever you want. There's no set track. But the downside to this is you don't really have options. There are choices, but you can make them wrong. For example, later on there's a mission where you have to sneak aboard a space station, and if you don't have any points in the cloaking device, you are completely screwed. So when I get to that mission, I'm gonna have to grind like hell, level up a bunch of times, and put points in cloaking, even though I don't want it and I'll never use it. The mission itself, it seems like there should be a way I can just use my massive armaments, like all of my super lasers and whatnot, to just blow up the space station and steal the information inside, because that's what you do throughout the rest of the game. You just blow ships up and steal their shit. But no, for some reason, you have to be sneaky and stealthy for this particular mission. Honestly, I think I could take the space station, but what have you. I've already gone through the fact that this is randomly generated, but it doesn't seem like it's not important at all, because it's the same story every time, and every circle feels exactly the same. Just varying difficulties. I mean, those features that they say they're going to include later on sound cool, but I don't think adding an arena and bounty hunters is just going to fix what is ultimately a boring, lifeless game. Space Pirates and Zombies feels very dead. I mean, that's not a zombie joke either. I've run into the zombies. They're just weird. They're just ships covered in organic goo. Apparently these zombies can operate spaceships, which is fucking terrible. They still have sentience and intelligence, so they're not really zombies. But they can just infect your people, and then, everybody on your ship gets infected and starts eating each other, and then your ship is turned into one of their ships. That part is cool. I like that a lot, but the game just feels very repetitive, and I can't really recommend it, especially at the $15 asking price they have now. If it dropped down to $5, maybe. But right now, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm all for supporting indie game developers, but this just feels like a step in the wrong direction. Anywho, I'm gonna go play something fun, maybe some Team Fortress. Catch you guys later.